promise when we come home, trouble ain't looking for it. Why the fuck these niggas always playing act like they looking for it? Someone said right with me that day. How you home in 9 days? I had 3 best friends, 2 was rest, the other one was just days. My jet ain't full, let's fill all the ups up with shots. Anything we wanted, we got it straight up the block.
Stop down!
What in the world? Crazy man.
Yeah.
For your information, this story is not my personal story, but is one of my friends.
Okay.
Her name is Miranda.
Right.
And one day, she did her typical morning routines right before school, messaging people on Snapchat while walking.
I already see where this is going. She's only focused on her phone and nothing else. Her sense of awareness, all of her senses are just completely off. She's not worried about nothing except what's on her phone. So she's about to get clubbed up. No con, dumb that. Say, ring.
20 minutes later, she arrived at her school. However, then she immediately realized that something weird. There was no one outside of the school. At first, she thought that everyone just entered inside, or that she was kind of late, so ended up shrugging off and quickly walked into school. She tried to message her friends, but no one responded at that time. No service? But I have full bars on my phone though. The inside of the building was quiet when she entered, and she noticed that there was also no one around. She was even more confused and didn't know what to do. She began to walk to her class. As she went past the cafeteria, she saw that there was only one person in there, and his head was down. When she was about to pass by, and at that moment, she realized that there was blood below the person. She froze in the spot. Just then, her phone buzzed, and it was a Snapchat notification from one of her friends. Hey, there's a shooter in the building, and the person already shot a few people.
My whole thing is, right?
What's your whole thing, baby?
Why wouldn't it be like security or some sort of security out the ass around the school? Like, wouldn't the parents or wouldn't she get notified or something? She would have to know something. I feel like, man, I don't know. Like, that's weird. Like, she just walked nonchalantly into school as if it wasn't on lockdown, as if there wasn't no shooter or anybody clocking up the kids. Like, why was it so easy for her to just walk up in the school like that? That's crazy as hell. Now watch. She don't get her shit fucked up.
Yeah, that's why we're not sending the kids to public school, I told you.
Oh, yeah? Alright.
Obviously, Miranda freaked out at that moment. She started to run out of the building. To tell the truth, Miranda was a very lucky girl. As Miranda ran out of the building, the shooter, who was in the office that was next to the exit, didn't see her because he was stabbing a student at the same time. After the cops entered the building, the massive killer already killed himself. Fortunately, almost everyone was evacuated, but there were a total of 7 deaths and over a dozen injured. One of Miranda's friends, who didn't respond to her, was one of the people that were killed. And actually, her friend was the one in the cafeteria that was laying his head down. Miranda eventually went to the police station to watch the security footage, and as she watched the video, it turned out that the man stabbing someone in the office slowly raised the gun and pulled the trigger towards her running to the exit. However, he ended up failing because the gun was out of bullets. Although the school now has more security guards all around the building.
No. That pissed me off, baby. The school should have already had some sort. They had no security whatsoever. Like I'm pissed because it's like that's like come on, y'all.
School though, baby. Like,
Huh?
It's a school. I mean, yes, there should be safety measures in place. Oh no.
They waited until kids got clucked up to have some security. No. Come on. My oversensitive ass. I'm starting to. The waterworks.
More kids than
Along with
I always look crazy. I don't know my kids too. Let's talk about. You always watch this morbid shit, stabbing. Remember the last video with the guy who peeked his head out, and he was dangling the parents' heads. The little boy that was gave the guy his address online.
Oh.
They was just stabbing motherfucker. I don't know.
Oh man, that's crazy.
police officers and more cameras and metal detectors around all areas, she doesn't go to that school anymore. If he had one more bullet, she would have been a goner. She thanks God every day that she eventually had survived from hell.
God is the only one you need to thank in that situation. Holy shit. Sorry guys, I just got like a little emotional because I don't know, like it was a lot in this video. And it was like, you know what I mean, there were red flags even before she like went into school. But it's just like the cherry on top was the fact that they waited until kids got clucked up to add even some sort of security and cameras.
The cameras was there, but there was no real alarm system.
I was about to say something. I forgot.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm done with this video. It's just, nah, that was crazy. Keep it cool, keep it classy, and I love you, stay happy. Okay.